Hi, my name's Gary and I want to welcome you to my new journey. So what journey is it? Well, it's a journey from what I have to what I'm not going to have. I'm just a normal guy, just turned 60, nearly 61. 2 years ago I went for a routine checkup to see that I was all right and everything looked okay until I got a call back 2 weeks later and they said, oh, your white blood cell count's looking higher than it should do, you need to get it checked out. At which point I went to see a haematologist. They did some more checks and they come back and said, yeah, you've got precursor CLL. And I said, CLL? What the fuck? So it turns out that CLL is chronic lymphocytic leukemia, and I was told that, we don't treat it at this stage, we just watch what happens. So I went on my merry way and periodically went back for further checks, and in May of this year I was told that it progressed to stage 1. So now I do have full CLL, although it's not clearly life-threatening yet, but who wants to have cancer and the threat that hangs over your head? Anyway, so when I asked what the next steps are, I was told nothing. We'll sit and wait. We'll sit and wait until you're in some kind of distress, that your liver's not working well, that you're getting infections and stuff, at which point we'll do some intervention of some description, I don't know, leukemia or some kind of pills or whatever their current standard of care is. Well, to me that's a bit like just lying down and watching a train heading towards you to run straight over you. So I went and did lots and lots of research, called people, I've been out to the States, and then I was put in touch with a guy in Boston by the name of Dr. Thomas Seyfried, who apparently had a different take on cancer. So I got in touch with Dr. Seyfried, and then I read a whole lot of material on his views and what cancer really is. Now, the general view is that cancer is a genetic disease, and therefore people attempt to address the genetic issues caused by it. However, Dr. Seyfried's approach is that actually the DNA damage is actually downstream of what really causes it. The real cause is mitochondrial power damage, and that damage itself creates or issues lots of ROS, reactive oxygen species, which then cause all of the genetic damage. But anyway, by the by, if that is the case, then the real approach to treating it should be to cut off cancer's blood supply or fuel supply and be done with it. Now, I know that sounds simple. It's not quite as simple and straightforward as that. I'm sure at the end of this journey I am going to be an expert, either an expert or dead, so let's hope it's not the latter. I've now found a doctor in the UK who understands ketogenic metabolic treatment for cancer, and is starting to direct me in the approach of getting rid of the cancer I have. So I'm going to be posting on here about my progress and how I go. I don't know if it's of any use to anyone, but that's the whole point in doing it. It seems to me that a lot of these methods to make yourself better are suppressed. I don't know if that's because profitability comes first or there's no money by putting people on diets. I don't know, but either way, let's hope we get to the bottom of it. Anyway, I hope that's of some use. Please keep your eye out and I'll keep you posted about how we're doing. So this is my first day on my keto diet that I've been put on, and as of tea time I had a glucose MMOL reading of 5.1 and a keto index of 0.7, which is on the cusp of being in ketogenesis, but not quite. So clearly I'm going to have to go and work a bit harder at it. Anyway, hope that's of use, and look out for my next post. Thanks. Bye.